Hi, I'm Daniel Fletcher. I'm a fashion designer based in London, and I'm also the creative director of Royal Ascot. And I am here with FRASERS today, and I've been putting together some outfits that would be perfect for Royal Ascot this summer. So we've got Anastasia and Rudy, and we're going to be trying on looks to go across all enclosures. One of the things that people always ask me in this job is, what can I wear and how do I style it for Royal Ascot whilst fitting within the dress code? My biggest piece of advice is don't be afraid of them. There's so many things you can do. So hopefully what you'll see today is some of the best looks that you can create for Royal Ascot this year. This is the first of our 3 looks for women's. I love this dress actually. Last year at Royal Ascot, we saw loads of polka dots. And so when I saw this on the FRASERS website, I thought it was perfect. As it's strapless, it's only suitable for the Winsor Enclosure. So the Winsor Enclosure, there is no formal dress code. So you can wear anything that you like, but we encourage you to dress smart and embrace that Royal Ascot spirit and get dressed up. So I think as it is, it's already a great start. I think this little Ralph Lauren blazer is gonna really add something extra. There's a kind of like preppiness to this that I think is quite sweet. It's a little bit Pretty Woman. I think this gorgeous little black pump from Ted Baker will be great for you with this. I love the contrast of this kind of Bordeaux with the cream and the black. And then matching sunglasses, put those on. Gorgeous. So with the Winsor Enclosure as well, you don't need to wear a hat. It's the only enclosure at Ascot where you don't need to wear a hat, but why not try that as well? Because I think, you know, that's part of the fun of Royal Ascot, wearing a fascinator or a hat. So, but as it is, I think this looks gorgeous. This is our second look that I put together for Royal Ascot this year from FRASERS. I think this kind of like mossy green color is a little bit unexpected for Ascot. I think normally you'd associate kind of like florals and pastels, but I think there's something very elegant and sophisticated in this kind of more mature mossy green color, and actually is perfect, I would say. Actually, you could wear it in all enclosures because it falls below the knee, the shoulders are covered, but I think it's kind of the perfect dress for the Queen Anne Enclosure. And I think especially if we put it with this kind of oversized men's style tuxedo jacket, there's something really beautiful, I think, about this combination of something very soft and romantic in the dress, but then the structure of the blazer. I think that's a very cool Royal Ascot look. So, and then I would accessorize it with a little pop of color, this Ralph Lauren bag, and then match with these very fun Steve Madden shoes. The pop of yellow just makes it feel a little bit more summery as well. Like Ascot is a summer event and hopefully we'll get some sun. And we'll do some little glasses. And then obviously with this being in the Queen Anne Enclosure, you would need to wear a hat as well. So a hat or a fascinator would work. And with this, I would suggest maybe something, you know, matching the yellow from the bag, or, you know, you could go full green, or even like a cream would be really gorgeous here as well. So that is our second look. This is a look that I put together that I think would be perfect for the Royal Enclosure. It's in this gorgeous kind of bright tomato color. So every year at Ascot, we see one color or one trend that stands out to us as the color of the year. And this year we've predicted it's going to be this bright tomato. And I think this Boss dress and jacket is perfect for that. And then I would accessorize it with some contrasting accessories. And then throw on a big hat and you are perfect and ready to go for the Royal Enclosure. So we're going to look now at some menswear looks from FRASERS, which are going to be great for Royal Ascot this summer. So within Royal Ascot, there are 4 different enclosures. You've got the Royal Enclosure, where you're required to wear a tailcoat and a top hat. And then you've got the Queen Anne, and then the Village and the Windsor. So this look would be perfect for the Queen Anne Enclosure. So the requirements there are to wear a full suit with matching jacket and trousers and a shirt and tie. You could go with kind of a classic suit or something like this, which I think would be really fun. So you've got a kind of a lighter color, the bigger silhouette, the wide trousers, and then I've paired it here with this floral shirt from Ted Baker. So I think the Queen Anne is really the most formal after the Royal Enclosure, but don't let that make you go for something really classic. I think there is still a lot you can do within it. And I think this is a good example of that. It's a little bit retro. I think the floral is a nice kind of nod to the traditional women's wear looks that you might see at Royal Ascot. And I think this wide trouser would be great in the summer. And I think you can finish it off with this. There you go, that is your menswear Queen Anne Enclosure look for Royal Ascot. This next outfit that I put together is something that I think would be great for the Village Enclosure. The main difference between Village and Queen Anne is that you still need to wear a suit, but your jacket and your trousers don't need to match. So I think that's quite nice that you can kind of play with it a little bit. Like I love this navy blazer with the blue trousers. It's a very fun, summery look. We've gone for this Ralph Lauren shirt and tie where we've mismatched the pattern. So you've got the check on the tie and the stripe on the shirt, and then this nice Boss double-breasted jacket and trouser combination that I think it screams to me fun summer day at the races, and I think would be perfect for the Village Enclosure. The final look that I've put together is an idea for the Winsor Enclosure. Whilst there's no official dress code for the Winsor Enclosure, it's still encouraged to wear something a little bit smart, and a collar is always a good idea. So why not have two? I've taken this kind of very 2000s preppy style and done a double layer polo shirt here in, of course, the bright tomato, which is the Royal Ascot colour of the year, and finishing it off with a little jumper on the shoulders. And your wayfarers, you are all set, ready to go for a day in the Winsor Enclosure at Royal Ascot. I hope that these look ideas have given you some inspiration for your own race day looks this summer, and I look forward to seeing you all at Royal Ascot.